It's been said, nature is the greatest show on earth. Those words couldn't be truer when it comes to the weather. From the fierce and devastating hurricane, to a gentle afternoon shower, from the brilliant blue skies of a perfect summer day, to the pounding of an angry ocean. The ever-changing weather intrigues us, entertains us, and challenges us on a daily basis. At Davis Instruments, we know that weather plays a critical role in all of our lives, and that's why we use state-of-the-art technology to create the most sophisticated, affordable electronic weather stations on the market today. From airports, to athletic fields, homeowners, to houseboats, schoolrooms, to vineyards. Davis weather stations are used in a variety of settings around the country and around the world. Take marine biologist Rocky Strong. Rocky uses Davis equipment to study the relationship between shark activity and the weather patterns around Seal Island off the coast of South Africa. Davis's newest model is their Vantagepro wireless weather station. It monitors a wide range of weather variables including wind direction, wind speed, inside and outside temperature, inside and outside humidity, barometric pressure, wind chill, rainfall, and more. The Vantagepro console gets its information from Davis's new integrated sensor suite, which includes an anemometer with wind cups for measuring wind speed and a wind direction vane, a rain collector, and temperature and humidity sensors inside a protective radiation shield. Since the sensor suite includes a built-in solar panel, there's no need to run cumbersome cables or dangerous electrical wiring. In North Carolina, avid weather watcher John Van Pelt uses a Vantagepro station to track and monitor severe storm systems throughout the Southeast.
We've got several things we use the Davis weather stations for. One, being a member of Skywarn, we can go anywhere we want to and give the Weather Service accurate readings for wind speed, pressure changes, rainfall rates, and things like that. Also, since Storm Study is an educational-based project, it's a great attention getter when you've got a Davis weather station on the vehicle. People stop in parking lots and ask you what you do. And at that point, we can tell them, well, this is severe weather education. You can visit the website, see the virtual Davis weather station on the web, and keep an eye on what the weather's doing in our area. We looked at all the major brands of weather stations when we started the Storm Study project, and one of the main reasons we chose Davis was not only was the price great, but the accuracy was unbeaten by any of the other major competitors. Now with the addition of the Vantagepro consoles, the weather stations are easier to install than they ever have been before, and with the new consoles themselves you get so many readings, the ability to graph trends. It's just an unbelievable value.
Not only does the Vantagepro console show current conditions for all the weather variables, it also sports extensive on-screen graphing capabilities, the forecast at a glance, moon phase, time of sunrise and sunset, and a moving ticker tape with detailed forecast information, extreme weather warnings, and more. Vantagepro also offers more than 35 alarms, including special warnings for flash floods and high wind speeds. At Paramount's Great America, a popular amusement park in the San Francisco Bay Area, park officials rely on Davis weather instrumentation to keep their visitors and their workers safe.
The way the Extreme Skyflyer works is that you're supported by two cables, two stainless steel cables that are 175 feet long, and a winch pulls you back to about 150 feet high. Then you pull a ripcord that allows you to free fall for about 40 feet, and with a crosswind it could blow you from side to side, and it's very important that we don't have that happen. So we bought a Davis weather station to inform us of 30-mile-per-hour wind bursts, and we have an alarm that'll tell us when wind speeds get up to that point.
With the addition of a solar radiation sensor, turf managers and agricultural users can also track evapotranspiration, a key factor in knowing when to irrigate. Growers can also add wireless soil moisture and leaf wetness stations to keep an eye on differing conditions throughout their acreage. You can also add a UV sensor to monitor the intensity of ultraviolet radiation, something that's becoming increasingly important as we become more aware of the dangers to our health caused by excessive exposure to the sun. Finally, for the utmost in temperature accuracy, you can add Davis's optional solar-powered fan-aspirated radiation shield, which combines both active and passive aspiration to minimize the effects of radiation. For many, knowing current weather conditions means better protection of their homes and their lives. In California's Central Valley, an area of mixed agricultural and industrial use along with booming suburban growth, the Tracy Fire Department has outfitted their emergency response vehicle with a mobile Vantagepro weather station.
Push it, you can go through the different, it'll graph out.
We originally purchased the Davis weather station to give us real-time weather on hazardous materials type calls, but then we found we could also use it on wildland fires throughout the summer. Gives us a heads up on what's coming. If we know what the humidity is, we know what the fire is going to do. If we know the temperatures and the wind speed, we can better predict what fires are liable to do throughout the wildland season.
Whether you're a professional who requires accurate real-time weather data or a hobbyist who just wants to stay on top of the elements, you need to ask yourself these key questions when shopping for an electronic weather station. How often is the information updated? The Vantagepro transmitter sends a data packet from the outdoor sensors to the console every 2.5 seconds, providing near real-time weather information. What is the maximum distance between the outdoor sensors and the indoor console? With the Davis stations, these two components can be up to 400 feet apart or even further if you add one or more wireless repeaters. And perhaps most importantly, what kind of weather information does the station record and track? No other station on the market comes close to Davis's Vantagepro.
One of the things that's really unique about the Davis Vantagepro is all the additional information that's available right here on the console. For instance, today is December 5th. We've had a little over 2 inches of rain this month, and just today, just a little bit. But I can also see how much rain we've had for this storm, and I can go into the graph mode and see how much rain we've had for each of the last rainstorms. So you can see this little dot is blinking there, and that's the rainstorm that started on November 28th, ended on the 29th, and we had a little over an inch. And in the prior rainstorm that started on the 24th, we had about 0.6 of an inch. You can also get the total amounts or the highs and lows for just about all the other weather conditions right here on the console for the last 24 days, months, or years.
With Vantagepro, you can also update weather data right to your PC using Davis's WeatherLink. The WeatherLink data logger stores data at the interval you choose, from 1 minute to 2 hours, for up to 6 months, even when your computer is turned off. Later, you can use the WeatherLink software to create graphs, generate summaries, and more, all with your own weather database. And you can take this technology one step further. Using WeatherLink, you can post current and historical weather conditions to your website, create weather web pages using a variety of easy-to-use templates, and upload other files such as images from a webcam. A network of dedicated weather watchers around the world have already done just that. Curious about the weather, say, in Italy or New Zealand? No problem. Just visit Davis's website at www.davisnet.com to see what Mother Nature is doing in that corner of the world. We're proud to say that all Davis weather stations are American-made, designed and manufactured in Hayward, California, and backed by a dedicated team of customer service and technical support professionals. Whether you're a hobbyist who's curious about the weather or a professional with a job to do, there is great value in knowing both current and past conditions and what the future may hold. At Davis, we take the weather seriously. We have to, because you do.